Alright, can everyone see me? My few subscribers, hello. Thank you for being here. It's rough just starting out, I'll say, but I'm Sienna. I am an artist and intuitive. So I guess I'll leave it at that. I'll get into that a bit more at another time, but I thought I would check in because these energies are such a deep dive with the eclipse and the full moon that's upon us. And then we have another 11/11 portal. We have another portal, so it went from solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, and we're gonna finish it off with that. So it's feeling for me like just, I don't know, like really beyond tired of old ways, and feels like kind of like that push back into alignment, I want to say. I'm pretty good, but these things always shake you up a little bit, you know, and I'm clearing a lot. This year has been extremely, I would say, above, like, across the board, collectively, has been pretty transformational. And that energy always includes the death, right? And simultaneously we're feeling something else coming in and the new being born. But what I have been feeling lately is that in between liminal space where we don't really know what's gonna be on the other side quite yet, and it's, for humans, we like to know what's going on, so like that uncertainty is not the most comfortable space. But that is also important for like these resets, you know. An eclipse is kind of like it's almost like pressing like the reset button. Reboot. So it's like when you do that to like a machine or whatever, it's not, you know, it's not on and it's not functioning fully. So if you are a highly sensitive person and you're feeling, or you felt that at all over the past like week or two, especially, you know, that you're just a little bit more lethargic or like not as, it's because of these like reboot energies that, you know, you need to kind of like be a little slowed down in order for this like processing to happen in your system. It's even cellular, it's in your DNA. A lot of this can come from the sunlight, so light does more than just light up the room and highlight our best features. It is, you know, extremely important in our function as human beings. Obviously we need sunlight, and we do absorb it, so there are codes, there's sunlight, there's information, there's energy coming into the planet and causing us to evolve. You know, it's not the only reason, but some of it is coming in through the sun. So the solar energy also can be like a bit intense. Okay, this was the pre-shuffle, sorry, I didn't mean to pull this. So that's a little bit about like what's going on right now. I don't think I'm going to talk about the soulmate cycle in this video, but if you do identify with being like divine feminine, there's definitely some interesting stuff going on there, and we're definitely throwing in the towel of some things and starting anew. So that's big and different. Okay, the sustainer, I'll look up what that one is. The medallion. Okay, so far we have 2 cards with hands and circles on them. So this kind of feels like, yeah, like the world card too, like in the tarot, like the end. Oh my god, a 3rd one with a hand and a circle. Okay, this one's the village. This one is definitely about community and whatnot. Oh my gosh, wow, I've never seen anything quite like that. Oh wow, here we go. The bottom one, the shaman, also a hand and circles. So the veil is thin, you guys. It's right there. It's right there. All these cards are, you know, also pretty dark. Not all of these cards look like this. Not dark in a bad way, but dark in the void way, which also is like a feminine property. You know, the feminine energy, it is like a void space. We do rule that area. It's also like where any creativity, it's where tarot readings come from, the void. It's important. We also try to avoid it. So, and shamans are connect like the heaven and the earth. So they're like the middle point, which is probably why the hand's like reaching up to the sky. Sorry, I need to look there. I'll get better at this. So it seems like we are really like at this place in where we're looking at like the world. We're looking at what we need to make sure everything is going to keep going, you know, like to sustain itself. That's a huge issue, sustainability. And I think the collective is probably, this is telling me like it's focusing on security, sustaining oneself in the world, right? Father energy, making sure you're taken care of, and all of that. So I'm going to read from the book because her writing's so amazing, and then I'll do like a tarot reading. We'll pull some cards on it all. So, wow, this is quite fascinating already, I will say. I'm sure I'll get some more messages about the hands and the circles, but I would say like see it like reaching out for a new world. We're in the in-between of the death and the birth. That's kind of like the shaman energy, and yeah, rewiring with like a sense of community for sure. Okay, so the sustainer, the peacemaker, the upholder, the preserver. This is the second archetype in the trio of existence. Works behind the scenes, tending to the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm, and the mouth sweetly fed. The sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing there is no start or finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to archive, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact, to see their role in the divine cycle of life. It's common for the sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention, which is interesting because we have the medallion next, which kind of feels like a reward or a credit, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's more about jewelry, and we'll see. Abundant, generous, supportive, reliable. That's good energy to be coming in with. I think we're all like looking for that. So I know I've been working a lot doing mundane tasks, and my guides have been telling me balance, like have more fun, go out there. So if you are like in this energy of like chop wood, carry water, to feed the mouths of your loved ones and all of that, then make sure you're also doing something for yourself. Get a massage, go see some friends, like have a drink, whatever you want to do to, you know, balance so that you don't get resentful. I know that sometimes I'll fall into that a little bit. Okay, so that's good on that. Take note of the difference between maintaining and sustaining. Ooh. That's kind of like survival and thriving, but that's a whole other, like the economy right now too. That conversation's loaded, so. Okay, the medallion. Sometimes I don't read these, but I'm feeling called lately to let her speak the wisdom instead of just my intuitive readings. And with tarot too, like sometimes I will go by what the card is and sometimes I will read intuitively. I'm not a tarot reader, I'm an energy reader, so there's a lot of amazing tarot readers. So I do, you know, I use the cards to match the energy that I'm picking up on, which is like, you know, I was kind of picking up on this, like, we're birthing like a new self. We're like leveling up. There's like a level up and upgrade going on. The amulet, the talisman, the heirloom. So this is the passing on of a sacred object is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds. Upholding tradition, protecting, honoring. Okay, yeah. Some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. All right, this is 2 like really strong earth energy cards. And material. This is about like the material, you know? Wow. And also like sustaining is like nice warm meals and you know, it's not just basics. It's like, you know, but medallion would be like extra family heirlooms and whatnot, not just like a warm bed and meal. There's also like a lot of family energy. Maybe some of you guys are going through changes with your families and friends, or the way that you exchange money or expectations. Obviously money is energy too. Okay, so not obviously, sorry. If I'm sassy, it's never at you. I just was born like this. I don't know. None of us, we can't change it. None of us understand it. My family's like, why are you like this? All right. Okay, cool. So that's also like, what can we let go of right now? Or clean your closet. Hidden House too. Not only am I going to be sharing wisdom on YouTube, but I am also launching and building this site right now to exchange and pass on things that I find or things that were mine, and eventually other people can bring in their gifts and then exchange them. So it's like a cyclical trading post idea. So that kind of fits in here. Just wanted to mention that quickly. If you like cool clothes and whatnot, it will be accessible and affordable and comes from discarded arenas. So we are helping the planet, and it is conscious, sacred items and objects for your temple and your other temple of your home. Dun, dun, dun. This is going to be a long reading so far with me blabbing like this, but maybe everyone can get to know me. I'm a little bit, my head's cut off right now, but I'd rather be closer up. I'm sitting at this low table. The village. Okay, so we're done with the selves. Let's go to the places. Oh, that was a tool. Got a little bit of everything in this reading, which tells me that we are having magician vibes and we are ready for the next chapter with whatever we're doing. We got a little bit of everything to assist us, and it's balanced. Okay, the hometown, the family, the tribe. Intimate, rooted, intergenerational, communal. The village represents us with a conundrum. On one hand, it's the place that feels most like home, the place to which you can always return. Nostalgia and comfort draws us back. On the other hand, it's the very place you must leave in order to grow. The village, an unspoken boundary exists. Most villagers do not want you to cross. Though some support your leaving, still you hear whispers of doubt as you venture beyond its borders, leaving them behind. Okay, so this reading is heavily giving leaving the comfort zone. It's probably what I'm going to title this, because it is all referring back to that sort of like family rooted, passed down, familiar, comfortable energy. And with the shaman, which is like in between worlds, it's saying what's on the other side of that, and in order to find out, we have to leave our comfort zone. So this is exactly that, this like level up energy that I've been picking up on with this like eclipse purge. Eclipses always remove things from our life, like eclipse out, you know? Now you see it, now you don't. Boom, it's gone. And so there is like that death and that sense of loss that at times occurs around this time of year, but it clears the decks. Like, it's a reboot, it's a reset. Clears the decks, we're functioning better, and we get to do what we really are here to do. Or, you know, whatever like the next level in towards our highest alignment is, wherever you are on your journey. So I know I'm going through the fear, you know, the voices. It could be from actual friends and family, and I know that most people have, you know, doubted me. I can feel the energy even if they don't say it. And most successful people, I would say, have experienced that. So whether it is like actual people, if it's not, it could easily be yourself, you know, that's your ego. That's the voice of the ego that's like, you're not going to be able to do this. Like, are you sure you're going to, are you, like, that's, you know, to protect us from the pain of failure. But our brain, you know, it's a small mind. It's like a unhinged teenager, you know, it doesn't know better. So we have to be able to, you know, F that motherfucker up, if you know what I mean. Oops, I'm not allowed to say that on YouTube. Invite it in when it's needed, you know, it's not like we need to get rid of it. But I know that my ego really gets a hold of me, and you know, at some point you just gotta be like, no, I'm doing it. Like, I'm gonna put my camera here and I'm gonna press record and I'm gonna do a reading. Like, I want to deliver messages. I am made to do this, but I haven't wanted to because it doesn't really fit my cool, like, you know, character, my ego, my 3D identity that I had created. So now I'm here, I'm finally like, and obviously, like, when you're going through things, you don't always feel like showing up on camera, but as soon as I'm in it, like, all of those fears go away because my higher self takes over, and the intuition takes over, okay? And then I'm like receiving messages through my intuition. I'm not thinking about being in fear, about like being able to do this properly or like doing it good enough or whatever my brain wants to tell me. That's dumb. So let's see what else we have for us. 3 of Swords at the bottom. I'm gonna shuffle these one more time, but yeah, I think there's been some painful endings and deaths, but I just want to clear that energy a little bit. So, and we can honor that in whatever way we're able to, and then take a nice shower, put on some fresh socks, and go create what you want to see in your life, what you want it to be, what you want to change, all of that. And that will help. Well, maybe I'll do a little Celtic cross. I never do those, but it could be fun. Okay, so wow, 10 of Pentacles is the crowning energy, which is also very much all of these energies. This is, you know, the family that has full abundance. You know, grandma and grandpa has tons of jewelry to pass on to you, and probably a lot more. There's a couple nice houses, whatever. It's a secure, like, family line situation. Whether that's a relationship, it doesn't have to be literal, like, intergenerational, but it can be, you know? So, yeah, maybe there's some also, like, soul family changes or discoveries or something. We're finding new people. 21, 25. Okay. I don't want to make this too long. People can't really sit through things. Yeah. So I have the 7 of Pentacles, which is kind of like waiting for your seeds that you've sown, like, to reap, whatever. Did I do this right? Are they going to grow? With the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So it kind of is giving, like, that feeling of waiting for, and it's coming out with the 6 of Pentacles, which is like balance. So it's coming out with this energy of waiting for this new beginning, basically, which is also this liminal in-between space that's like that's what I keep feeling. That's why I'm pulling on this. And of course, as usual, the cards are reflecting back exactly the energy I'm feeling. So that's a little bit about how I read. And the Six of Pentacles is about money balancing out. So, did it come out with anything else? Yeah. So this is like balance. It's a lot of earth energy, a lot of pentacles. This is like juggling. This is, you know, this could be like why people are feeling worked, or like juggling the like sustaining the work and the home and the, or the relationship or the whatever, you know. And it says that, you know, either things are gonna get balanced out, or like that's something that we should be looking to do, or we're gonna be getting some money, which I'm particularly into. But just again, it's more like earth energy, which rules finances and, you know, work. Anything not like spiritual, it's not like emotional, it's like all the other things in life, like normal like 3D life things. There could be like something you could be like learning right now. Maybe you're increasing your skills a little bit. Yeah, for this new chapter, for this new beginning. Maybe you're not telling everyone fully. Sorry, I ran out of room. Anyway, yeah, so there could be like a message or a job opportunity. So there's like two messages coming through for this last bit of tarot. Either there's a job opportunity coming through, or like an offer, something like that, work related, that they're not telling you. Sorry. Ooh. They don't want me to deliver this message. Somebody's not telling you something, or like just make sure you have the full story basically. And then the other thing could be that you're learning something to sort of like strategize to get ahead right now. And maybe you're not telling people about it, you know, which is maybe a good thing. So the Seven of Swords is like sometimes like the sneaky liar cheater card, but I also think there's like a whole other good side to it that's like, you know, it's not High Priestess silence exactly, but it's, you know, maybe like omitting things or from certain people, or just not like, you know, if we tell people about things too soon, it creates like an energetic leak. I know I'm launching my little like web store, and I'm like, when do I start promoting it? Like, am I, you know, once you tell people you do it, you have to follow through, or else, and I've done that so many times and then I don't, you know. So accountability, so it's just like strategy, you know, we're strategizing for the next chapter is kind of what I'm getting. It's kind of the energy. Yeah, I like these cards. Kind of the energy I'm getting. I just want to see, yeah, any messages. This is the Ascended Masters deck, so anything that's valuable for us to learn right now as we kind of, literally, that is ridiculous. It happened again. But the cards I got out make perfect sense. So higher learning came out, which tells me that, yeah, maybe some of us are learning some other skills, or you're going back to school, but also this card is actually about like inner learning, inner study, so it makes perfect sense. We're in review time. It's like totally judgment energy, judgment day energy, like before you pass on to the next level, like sit with yourself in the dark, empty room. You know, that's how I'm feeling. That's like the energy I'm feeling. And apparently that is required to further progress. Okay, next one is focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. So yeah, so that's landing right on the Six of Pentacles and the medallion. So something gold is coming your way, basically. So if you're thinking like that's too good to be true about a certain situation, work or romantic, or just like about like the next phase of your life, this next chapter, what it's gonna look like, don't like diminish something that's a vision that you're getting if it like seems like it's too high, and if you're not aiming high enough. Basically the message is raise the roof, like, you know, raise the bar and dream your biggest dream, set the sights high, go for the gold, because it looks like it will be coming in. The Sacred Self is the last card coming out. Unleash your spirit. Express your gifts. Dance to the sacred rhythm of life. Yeah, baby. The new self is born. Sacred. We're sacred selves. We have gifts to share. You know, this passage for me is about being able to express those gifts. That's what I'm doing right now, and it's really an honor to be able to show my face and do this. I've never done this before, aside from a couple Instagram ones, but on YouTube I've just, you know, was kind of just starting with the cards and seeing how it felt and easing into it. But yeah, I need to show my face, and I want to show up for whoever feels like they want to be here and, you know, hear me blab and spit my wisdom of, you know, I've been through a lot of stuff. I've been through so many, like every experience you could think of, almost. Not really, but I've been through a lot. So yeah, you know, you don't go through that just to do nothing with it. I make paintings and songs and I like to have fun and make shit, but, you know, I have this wisdom that's been gifted to me, and I would like to gift it to you so that maybe you can pass along your gift, which it looks like we're, you know, coming into sharing these gifts, pass it along to someone else, okay? And that is how we're gonna make this world a better place. There is a lot of circle energy, full circle. Things are completing and new cycles are beginning, okay? That is also a main message. So we're in this like liminal space. We are leveling up and we are breaking out of the comfort zone to get that gold. We are rising. That is what this card is all about too. So it's confirming. So just get through any muck you're going through. You might already be feeling really good. I'm feeling a mix of both of it. I'm like, wow, I created like my dream world and I'm living it now, okay? And now it's time to like build the next one. That's what this energy is. While the world is in complete chaos and low-key collapsing and crumbling into shambles, but it's okay. That's what's happening, and that's why we are here. If you're here watching this channel, then you are a freaky, spiritual, gifted person, a high vibrational person, whatever you want to call yourself, and you're here for a reason. I know it's a hard time. It's turbulent. It is one of the craziest times to be alive, and I think a lot of us are like, why are we here for this shit show? And it's because you're needed, you know, your energy's needed. Keep seeking, keep digging down. When we do that inner work, woo, we alchemize and we anchor light onto the planet. Circle, more circles. Okay, bye. Sending so much love, and I'm gonna figure out where to look at the camera.